Well, I've always wanted to do an opera where people are conscious of the orchestra more than, because people always hide in the pit, and it's always unfair at the end of an amazing performance to have all these people come and bow and all of that, and and then we point to the pit where the audience never sees any of the, even if they stand up, they can't see them. It's very unfair because that's where the emotion comes from. That's where the ideas come from. They come from the pit, and so I've always wanted to have these people on stage, not just to honor them, but also because I believe in this idea of convergence, that the audience pays to see a community of artists come together and create something, and that's actually, it's a game, and you're conscious of the music and the background and the people telling the story in the foreground, and of course, so it completely changes the rules of who takes the cue and who gives the cue to who, and there's all these problems, and we'll deal with them. But for a long time, I've been wanting to be working this way, and of course, the fact that we're filling the pit with water kind of forces us to work in this manner. But there's also the fact that because the instrumentation of the first two pieces don't require the full orchestra as in Rossignol, so. And also because we're doing these small little song cycles at the beginning that feature a hobo, a violin, that feature a flute. So you need there's a cymbalum, which is a very kind of strange animal suddenly that appears in the middle of this orchestra. So you want people to see the instruments. You want them to, it doesn't mean that the guy playing the clarinet stands up and starts doing it, but you light it in a way, and you make people conscious of the different layers, the musical layers, and so then after that, when you have the full-blown orchestra, you get a sense of detail, of richness, and I think it's important, and it allows us to try to live together also. I think that if you want to, this might be too, I don't want to be too political or social or philosophical about this, but, people come to the theater to get an image of their world, and I think the opera world, unfortunately, has solved the hierarchy by saying, you're in the pit, you're there, and you're the star, and you're the diva, and you're the set, so you're in the back, and people have put things into places, and I say, well, yeah, but we're in a society now where, we want, that hierarchy we want it to change, so you have to convey that idea on stage also. So it's kind of nice to have people trying to say, well, if I sing here, am I singing in your ear while you're playing the violin? Okay, well, and they can't see the conductor. How do we do this? And suddenly, the people who should be working together, kind of reinvent the art of opera, which is nice.